The boy Drizzy Drake is not done with Kendrick Lamar just yet. Drake is claiming that he set Kendrick Lamar up, stealing Kendrick's signature The Heart series with The Heart Part 6. Drake is claiming that he fed Kendrick Lamar some fake intel that Kendrick thought he was releasing to the world about a fake daughter that Drake doesn't have.
Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped, I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the cabinet is filed in? 1090 Jake would've took all the walls down. The streets would've had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connects stand up, not fall down. The ones that you getting your stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration. You gotta learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my expiration. Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug he uses for less inflation.
So what we got so far is Drake saying, yo, bruh, all that 616 in LA, meet the Grams, not like us. You do realize you think you got the leak on me. What I did was use somebody you thought I was close to, and we gave you bad information. I don't have no freaking daughter out here. You know I'm good for it because I admitted to the world that I had the kid, hiding the world from my kid or the kid from the world, whatever, when Pusha T said the story of Adidon. So I'm not going to hide another kid if she's out there. You have no proof. We gave you that information as a lie. This is smart from Drake on a couple different accords. Even if the man has a kid in the world, for now he can at least deny it in the diss record and say, y'all loving this dude raps, y'all think he all that, but he just lying. Everything I'm saying about him is the truth, even if you're taking Drake at his word, right? So that's like the response. But I do believe Drake is too responsive in these records, and he's not painting as many pictures, true or false, about Kendrick Lamar as Kendrick's painting about Drake, which I do believe narrative, it matters a lot in all of this.
That's the manipulator, you bid on a speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga, I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she following Dave Free and not Mr. Morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months, the distance is wild.
I do think Drake keep bringing up Kendrick's fiance or wife, whatever the status of their relationship is. The one thing that I think kind of hurts Drake, we don't know Whitney. We don't know who she is, right? Like Kendrick's done a great job of keeping his personal life private. Like just to play off an example, right? When Drake released, revealed his kid after Pusha T kind of revealed his kid, all we needed to know was old girl was allegedly an escort. That was enough, though. There's storyline in that. We don't know who this chick is, so I feel like Drake kind of saying, why is Whitney not responding or nothing? The thing is, nobody knows her. Her whole life to most fans is we don't know her to say anything. So it ain't like this is like Kim Kardashian or Taylor Swift or Tiana Taylor. Hell, we don't know this woman. So it's nothing for us to just continue not knowing this woman. So whatever she knows or feels or however much of this is true or false, number one, she's never going to admit to it because she shares kids with Kendrick. So at the bare minimum, she's still never going to disrespect the father of her child, maybe her fiance or husband. Number two, we don't know her.
Dave leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the child. Speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now. This Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected. Instead of being on some disdirect shit, you rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, mother, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me, I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions. This when your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps and shit you so obsessed with, it's so excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive, but you just never known affection. I don't wanna dish you anymore. This really got me second guessing. Touch my body.
So again, Kendrick is throwing body shots at Drake. He's creating narratives about Drake. And Drake's whole thing to me has been, I'm reacting. Let me react to this. You said that, let me react to that. You know, I just think for Drake, whether the narratives were true or false, he needed more narratives created about Kendrick. Right now, it's just a reaction video. Literally what I'm doing right now from Drake. That's what the bars are kind of been, you know, the last couple records from the boy. I mean, clearly these allegations, I'm not going to use the term hit home with Drake, but it was enough for him to address.
Never been with no one underage, but now I understand why that's the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's not the lesson. Clearly there's a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed and now they got infected. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant. Talk about breeding resentment. Not sure how to ease the sentiment. The shit's too intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents, but you a piece of shit, so this shit really no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioned an A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left.
Not a good bar from Drake. Playing off with an A minor from Kendrick and Not Like Us, not a good bar from Drake. That just sucked. B sharp ass.
D flat, D major. I slit your throat with the razor and do Rick Ross hair like that one flight from Malaysia. I'm your baby.
Hello. Rick Ross' private jet apparently crashed. As soon as I saw that, let me be clear, because y'all know I love me some Ross. Crashing your plane as you sit on Instagram all day and night making disses about Drake. I'm just thinking to myself, man, Drake is going to have a field day. He could make a whole song about that.
I'm a screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Browns. I never look twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hit maker, dog, not a peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass in extreme danger. Stop buying views and buy comments. You may as well keep the paper. Shit you about to need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records. I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't want to fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. If you still bumping R. Kelly, you could thank the savior. Said if they deleted his music, then your music is going to a hypocrite. I don't understand why these people praise you. Sounding like you sent him commissary when he needs some paper. Album dropping soon, no wonder you turn a clout chaser instead of doing hard labor. Nigga, I see you when I see you like Fantasia. And Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor.
You can tell Drake's trying to find an ending, right? Like this is like the third or fourth time we've heard Drake say, all right, I'm gone now. All right, I'll see y'all later. I see you when I see you. All right, bye now. You done did your thing, but I'm still Drake. And you can tell he's trying to find an end, but the rumor is Kendrick has 10 more songs in the chamber about Drake, or at least the concept of 10 more songs. Like, I don't know if Drake is going to get the last laugh. One of the crazy games I used to play with my sister back in the day was we played a tap game, right? Like if she hit me, I got to get the last lick. When we was like kids, it's stupid, right? I don't think Kendrick's going to let Drake get the last lick. And not only is he going to get one lick up on him, he going to whack him like 5 more times. That's kind of my feeling. Like you can tell Drake, it's important for him to get the last song. I think it's important to Kendrick too. But Kendrick won't like the last 5 songs.
And when I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer. I promise.
I get the condom bar. It's cool. It's
yeah.
Cool.
I'm not gonna lie, this shit was some good exercise. Like, it's good to get out, get the pen working. You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor, but it is what it is. You definitely got this shit burnt the fuck out though. Like, you got 10 more records to drop. The one before the last one, we finessed you into telling a story that doesn't even exist. And then you go and drop the West Coast one and try and cover that up. I would like that one. That would be some shit I could dance to if you wasn't tripling down on some whole other bullshit. But, you know, at least your fans are getting some raps out of you. I'm happy I can motivate you, bring you back to the game, like, you know, but just let me know when we're getting to the facts.
This is some bullshit from Drake. What is this? What is this? Like, the bars were cool. He seems uninspired. This is the worst of all the songs, for sure. This is ass. In the grand scheme of things, Kendrick seems so excited to be beefing with Drake, and Drake just kind of seems too big to be beefing with Kendrick in his mind, and I don't think that's the angle at all. You know, Kendrick's out for blood, Drake's out for water. You know, two totally different things, bro. I don't like that Drake still doesn't seem motivated by Kendrick Lamar, as if this dude is still not a worthy opponent. This man has underplayed his hand to me severely, and that's where I conclude. Ladies and gentlemen, for the record, Drake's one of my favorite artists, probably will go down as my favorite artist, period, point blank. He's definitely in my top 3. I know some of Drake's family members. I'm from Memphis. Drake actually does have family from Memphis. I got an endless amount of love for Drake, but Drake has severely underplayed his hand beefing with Kendrick Lamar. Number one, I just don't believe the Drake records were witty enough. I don't believe they were creative enough. The irony is Drake, to me, is going to go down as the best hit maker we've seen from the rap standpoint this generation, right? No hits in a battle with Kendrick Lamar. The man, for some odd reason, doesn't want to go to his bread and butter. It's ironically been one of my critiques of Drake for the last couple years. Where are the hits? The thing that makes Drake is the hits. Now, you could beef, you could do whatever you want, but do it in a stay scheming type of format. Do it in a hit format. That's what could scare a guy like Kendrick Lamar. The fact that he would have to hear a diss from Drake for years to come in a creative way. Drake don't need to stoop to Kendrick Lamar's level. He just needs to paint the picture where everybody clearly knows he's talking about Kendrick Lamar. Like that. Which gets me to my next point. Kendrick Lamar has had more moments in his beef. Like That is a moment. It might go down as the song of the summer, i.e., it was Future's lead single off Future's back-to-back albums. Metro Boomin was producing his ass on it. Another guy that doesn't like Drake. That's a hit record that just so happens to have clear as day references to Drake on them. Everybody knows it, but that's a hit record that everybody's gonna play. That's a #1 record. Drake don't have not one of them. I can argue the only moment that Drake has created in this beef is the fact that he decided to say, I'm going 1v20, and the tailor-made freestyle, which has been wiped from everywhere pretty much but YouTube because it had an AI Tupac. I thought that was a clever moment from Drake to play off of the back of Tupac's disappointed in you, Kendrick. You didn't respond. But then Kendrick responded again, and again. I didn't necessarily love 616 in LA, but it was creative. Meet the Grams was kind of weird to me. Kendrick was kind of putting every Drake family member through a therapy session, but it was creative as hell. He's talking to him. What a creative gameplay. The fact that it was released 15 minutes after Drake put out Family Matters, just more creativity, more being on top of the game. You're just showing me you were prepared to go to war on every front. And they not like us? You gonna hear they not like us. Drake said the Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your lines tapped. I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial in? Where's the paperwork or the cabinet it's filed in? 1090 Jake would have took all the walls down. The streets would have had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connects stand up, not fall down. The ones that you are getting your stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honored in decoration. You waited for the moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week, that we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving you a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you're not even concerned with the investigation. Instead, you in an Advantage studio. It's a celebration. You got to learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my expiration. Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove, and the drugs he uses for less inflation. Master manipulator, you bid on the speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga. I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? So Drake is making it clear that he gave Kendrick all that information. And it actually does make sense from at least this standpoint. You know, the Ozempic bottle that Kendrick used in the thumbnail for Meet the Grams, it is labeled with Aubrey Graham's name, if I'm not mistaken, which the story was this was some items stolen from Dennis Graham. And then obviously the Maybach symbol on the glove. Again, whether you think Drake is lying about feeding Kendrick information or whether you think Kendrick is lying about feeding Drake information, you see the angles that everybody's trying to play. I guess you could say in theory, the Maybach glove was a petty play from Drake. Obviously, Rick Ross is, you know, the Maybach music brand. You know what I mean? Like, there's that piece to the puzzle. I don't think people care enough to give Drake credit for being this smart and strategic. At the end of the day, the rumors are out there, and I just don't know if this is enough. I don't think this is enough from Drake. I don't. The Heart Part 6 from Drake, not it. Just responding. If anything, he seems kind of offended by some of the allegations that he's calling lies made from Kendrick Lamar. Just not good enough to me and what I kind of like as a Drake fan. He needs to mask some of these disses and hits. And I'm sure Drake for years is going to diss Kendrick Lamar. But if we're just talking about the battle straight up and down, Kendrick has given you everything you would have asked him for. He's giving you hits, disrespect, therapy, allegations. He's made claims about Drake. He's tried to do the reveal game. I just don't know how you say this dude, Kendrick Lamar, is not leading this battle at this point. Let's timestamp this at the Heart Part 6. If anybody out there is like, oh, how is Kendrick going to release the next Heart? Drake stole the Heart. That nigga going to flat-foot still release the Heart Part 6 because that record went hard. That one ain't going to have no staying power. That wasn't it. I called Chief. That wasn't it. That was not it. Where are the hits, Drake? Diss this man in the hits. Where are the bops? Something we can vibe to. Where are the back-to-backs at? You got to make a back-to-back against Kendrick unless you don't got nothing. I don't know, man. They Not Like Us is gonna, that thing is gonna bop this summer. Time, love, and support. Let me know. What are your thoughts thus far on the Kendrick Lamar versus Drake rap battle? It is going down. These dudes not playing. I'm out. If you are like me and love flexing your NBA knowledge, you should head over to the best place to play fantasy sports. That's Underdog Fantasy. For me, I love the pick'em game. It's super simple to play too. All you got to do is go to the Underdog Fantasy website or app, pick whether a player will have a higher or lower stat line for that game, get all your picks right, and you can win up to 20 times your money. And when you sign up, if you use my code Ferro, your deposit will get doubled. You can't beat that. Again, head over to today's sponsor, Underdog Fantasy's website or app, use my code Ferro, and your first deposit will get doubled. Do you want to see your favorite athlete live in action next time they're in your town? Or do you want to see your favorite artist performing in concert next time they're in a city near you? Head over to the SeatGeek website or app and use my code HoopsFerro for $20 off your first purchase. Make sure you subscribe to the It's Mr. Taliaferro YouTube channel, and hey, donate a super chat. Follow me on Facebook at It's Mr. Taliaferro, cop a supporter badge. The Underdog Fantasy promo code is Ferro. The SeatGeek promo code is HoopsFerro. And follow me on Twitter at It's Mr. Ferro.